These are the decks that are calling so far, and we'll see what else goes on. Shadows vast and the eyes are always upon you. People are watching you a lot. You're understanding where people see you in the world, and you're dealing with your shadow side. A very, very shadow side in this particular lifetime. Very, very interesting. There is an overlap. You've had this lesson on this shadow side, and it's like it's taken more than one lifetime to clear this lesson, because we don't always just get lessons of light. There's something that's a duality, something that's a partner, and an overlap. We've got the obsessive lover and the saboteur coming up. We're getting a priest who isn't really good at fulfilling his vows. He guards knowledge, keeps knowledge really, really close to what he's got. You seek after knowledge a lot. The message comes forward. I'm getting a priest who's taken advantage, but you move beyond and through and past this. Move beyond and through and past. You gain what you can gain to learn, and the herald goes forward. But the eyes are always watching. This he's bad. There's warrior energy, the fighting against the system that is so oppressive going on. This is like a really bad church energy, like people in positions of religious authority that are taking advantage in a bad way, and they think that they have all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all the everything, and you know that they don't. But to get out of this particular group takes work. Promises, 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 but let me show you the trick. Promises, promises, promises. Let me show you the trick. These nuns aren't mean, they're just exploitive. And exploited as well. It's like this priest runs his shit more like a pimp. Really weird. I'm not loving it. But promises, promises, promises. Let me show you this trick. Getting money for the whatever project the priest wants by utilizing and being very villainous. This is just ick. It's dealing with this shadow side where your innocence has been offered up, taken advantage of, and lather, rinse, repeat. You grow into some age, you grow into your own, you fill out, you grow up a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and you're fucking done with these folks. You escape out of this. However, you've learned how to make your living, how to make your way in the world in a way that's very different and unconventional. The priest, pimp, whatever you want to call him, and his associates have taught you how to barter in a way where it is necessary for survival. I mean, it is the oldest profession. And it's this bartering of self and bartering of soul on your own terms that you need to have, but you know people are watchful of you. You stand out. I think this is very, very close to the appearance that you would have had. You stand out from others. You're a little bit taller, and you catch people's attention rather easily. So you do have to be careful. What I'm getting coming through is the story of a young lover who happens to be female. She's a lover of yours, a lover of art. She understands patrons. She understands people that would be patrons of art. She understands how she could market your beauty, your physical appeal in a different way, because people would want to paint you as the subject of such a thing. People would see you also as literally temptation walking. They would want to try and assign that blame to you. You know what your assets are, but you don't necessarily always employ them. You will if you need to, but you don't always. There's victory in this somehow. This one, I'm getting the name Gabrielle. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. I don't think that's your name. I think that's her name. I think she helps you. I think she helps you find a way that's different to find your way through this. But there is a shadow part. This is like you guys weren't supposed to be a thing. It was very, very a big no-no back in the day. There's a coyness about her. She's got more social standing, more wealth to her family, to her side of things. She's got more wealth and social standing. So if she has you doing art things, then her family doesn't have a problem. If they knew the truth of your relationship, they would have a major beef. She helps you broker your independence, though, out of that. It becomes a known thing. The relationship becomes known. The blame is quickly assigned to you. She can't sustain whatever is going on in her world on her own. She can't just like run away with you. No. There's an escape that is engineered at a price, and it's big heartache for both of you. Big heartache. There's an escape engineered at a price, and the price is if you were to try and take her with you, you would surely get both of you killed. If she were to try and come with you, she knows that you would be hunted, hunted, hunted. She loads you up and helps you disguise your look. She loads you up. It's like, show this cloak and this look. There's a disguise on the look. She loads you up so you can travel by night. You can travel without fear of people coming up on you or bugging you. You're looking like a man. You look like a man. You look like a traveler. You look a little bit more raw. The red and the russet in your hair is no longer as strong. She's helping create this illusion and getaway. She knows that you'll be like, her family can't have this stain on their family. They won't let you rest. There's a limited window of time to do this. You got a 2-week lead, barely. And then there is like a pursuit that is, somebody wants to clear her name, cleanse that family, and there's enough rumors that aren't squashed just yet. You go to this place that has been long abandoned, long forgotten. It's in modern times it would be like more like a condemned building, but it's just a long forgotten place. Ruins is what I'm getting. I don't know if they are church ruins, which would be horrible to have to be in. You hate that. You hate that. It would be like church ruins or right there about maybe, I don't know what they call the little place that's next to the church where people live, but that's what it looks like. It's the ruins of that. I'm getting your brother is entering here. He's not your brother in this life. He's not your brother in the current life you're in, and he's not your brother in that life, but he is like a brother to you. He isn't one that is going to pursue you like for sex or anything like that. Nah. This guy sees you, understands the villainy that has happened, understands. He is like a brother to you here. Gabrielle was the obsessive lover. Gabrielle was super obsessive. The priest was obsessed. Something about your look made people get very obsessed because it was that different. But she didn't mean to sabotage. She got you sent on your way. The brother comes in. You are very, very quietly playing a game. Very limited appearances, limited sightings, limited being seen. Very, very much you're in the shadows in the night a lot. In the times of dark where you're out because you don't want to be spotted or spied, but you're exhausted from the travel. The change in the identity is difficult. The balance that needs restored to you, the power that needs restored to you needs to be there. You're exhausted, but you have to travel further. You travel out of country even further. Now we go forward in time. Your heart has gotten a little bit cold. This brother guy has been by your side a while, helpful, but your heart is not light like it was. You just like are frustrated beyond frustrated. Like, what's the point of everything? You've gotten into this place where everything feels a little bit futile, foreign. How many more times do you have to walk away? How many more times do these stupid things from here, from the past, impede? How many more times do they intrude? You don't get sleep very well. You've gone without sleep for quite some time, and you're going a little bit mad. A little bit crazy. You finally get to this place where there's a more city structure and you get some anonymity again. But it's cold. Winter's very, very cold. Very cold. You're noticing that. You are missing her. What else is happening? Huge amount of despondency, huge amount of injustice. You get the idea in your head that you want to go back to go find her, but you know you can't. But you're really, now this becomes your obsessive idea. It feels like it's been over 10 years. Almost 20 years, like 16-ish, maybe 17 years. You want to go back. You feel like old and ugly and very crone, but you know you're not, but you're just tired. You're fucking tired. It's like you had a long period of depression, a long period of like almost giving up, where it just clung to you. You keep treading through. You keep walking through. Her home, her situation, her living space, where she's at, her family lands and wherever she's been has not changed for her. You're outside now watching this, watching things unfold. You see her, she's older. Some sort of matriarchal positioning where she's done more of the conventional. She's got more of the life of convention. Probably hasn't been easy for her. She's probably been miserable to some degree too. But the life of convention is what she chose to do. You chose the life rather to be on your own. Anything else? There's somehow a meeting in the gardens and an old gardener. He passes messages via ribbons. There's colors of ribbons. He's passing messages to her, to Gabrielle, from you via ribbons, via hair ribbons. He's a gardener. Ties things in there, ties things in flowers, in ribbons. There's an appointment. There's a time you want to see her once more. You want to know what happened. You want to know how things went for her. And things have gone pretty good for her. Things have gone pretty lonely for you. Is there still love there? Absolutely. But is there now a wall? Yes, absolutely. Is there more affluence? Yes. The people in power, some of them still linger around. Some of them still know about the connection you guys would have had. The women in the town would gossip, gossip, gossip. If they saw you, you will stay incognito. The women in the town and the pious, pious women and the holy, saintly women, they will blah, 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 blah. You stay a lurker. You stay outside of town on the edges and on the perimeter, and you're happy to do so. You disguise yourself on occasion. There's no more coming together in a way that lovers do for you guys, but there is a cohabiting at a distance. The wall is too big. The wall has been too long. And that's as much change that can be had. That's where the joy that can be had is had for that. There's too many eyes on you all the time. This is a shadow lesson that is almost complete, but not all the way completed in this life. That's where it stops, though, is that it's like looking through the slats of a wall. You get to see each other in passing. You get to see each other at distance, but you don't get to be up close again. But this is a significant, significant soulmate. Beautiful, actually. Very much deep love, deep sacrifice. That's where it ends. That's the story. Wow. Yeah, that's complete. Wow. You just never know. Like in past lives, you might show up as a male, you might show up as a female, you might show up as a sister or a mother or a brother to somebody else in a different life, in a different role, whole different places, whole different peoples. We've all been the villain and we've all been the hero at one time or another. We just all have. We're here to learn, experience, grow, and expand. That's the way of the universe. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah,